Hello, we are back in, yeah, we're back. That's all I need to say. So, um, we are gonna collect the Strength HM, which is from this guy. It's right next to the Pokemon Center. Took me a minute to think what I was actually doing, which is not hard, but I guess I'm just not on point. But we got the HM. I don't think we can actually use this. Let me see. I don't. Do we have anyone that can actually like use this as a move? I'm not gonna teach it to Meltank. I'm not. I'm just looking. Quava, and I don't know why Gengar is. Whatever. But we're gonna be heading on to Route 40. Before that, though, we have a couple things to do. There's a lot of mentions of this battle tower. So what this battle tower is, it's basically before the what is it, Battle Frontier in the 3rd generation and 4th. This was basically how you battled. You get rewards for going through it. I'm not gonna do it right now. I might mess around with it later, but yeah, there's different ways of doing the battle tower. There's special training. And also, by the way, that girl right there is a different girl than the one we saw. They're on 2 different map tiles. So if you glitch through the wall, she actually says like exclamation point, which is a placeholder text. But ignoring that, we have the huge battle tower, which I don't remember if there's any Pokemon that actually appear in these trees. I don't think it's actually a thing that happens, but they might have the run over encounters from Route 40. So yeah, it's just a giant building. It's not very special. It has a Pokemon Center somewhere, or maybe you just heal before you go in. I'm pretty sure it has a Pokemon Center. Guess not. I think it has a PC right here. No, this is just the rules. We can read the rules. 3 battle items must be different. This is item clause nowadays. Level restrictions. This is... Oh, here's the PC. But yeah, it's just a little place to battle. It's a little extra thing. It's not really important. Nothing is required of that. We don't really need to. But we are going to head on to Route 40, which there is something I do need to mention. I believe I have mentioned Corsola, but in pretty much any area before this point, you could find Corsola with the good rod for your team. This is gonna get really annoying really fast. So there's obviously available Tentacruels here. That's not very interesting. Yeah, sure, we'll try Smoochum. Smoochum's probably gonna die because Smoochum just can't tank shit. Really? Okay, we're going straight to Gengar. Or... yeah, we'll just go Gengar. I can't believe a Tentacruel in the wild is giving me this much trouble because I'm not willing to sit here and fight it. Acid. Glad I switched. That would have hurt Smoochum a lot. So, on Route 40, which is what we are on, there's one new encounter if you have the Super Rod, which you can technically get at this point, but we don't have it because I didn't want to get it. But Confuse Ray. What do we have? Sure. I don't need Nightshade. It's not gonna be that helpful. But overall, we didn't even battle that trainer. It was just a wild Tentacruel. I'm dumb. Overall, Staryu appears here with the Super Rod. I believe it's the Super Rod. It might be Surf at night. I think it might be Surfing at night. Yeah, it's Surfing at night. That's what it was. So, thank God. I'm tired of Supersonic already. It's been 5 seconds. Game. 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 Cool it. Staryu, which is a pure water type, evolves into Starmie, which you know at this point, or you should if you played the series for longer than 5 minutes, that Starmie is one of those basically Swiss Army knives of Pokemon where you can throw it on any team and it can get a variety of different moves: Thunderbolt, Blizzard, Ice Beam, Surf, Psychic, basically anything. It's good rapid spin support as proved in competitive play. And really it gets Recover if you really want to do it that way. Has a decent typing, not the best, not the worst. And overall, it's just a good team member. It does need a Water Stone to evolve, which I've already explained. Stones are kind of hard to come by when it comes to Generation 2. So you have to kind of juggle that. But overall, it's a great team member, and it's probably one of the better water types you're going to get in this game. The next... It's probably going to be what... better than the water type I plan for my team, because the one I plan is really just there because I haven't used it in a while, though we're not that close to it anyway. But Starmie overall is good. It's fast, it hits hard. Milk Drink, thank you. Milk Drink is a lot like Soft Boiled in a way, except this one is in Generation 2 and only Melton can learn it, besides Smeargle through Sketch. Sad part, it's not a TM, because I'd really like to see who would learn the TM. No Inner Tube for me. I'm hanging on to see Pokemon. So in this route and the next route, it's kind of hard to see if you've completed the whole route. So I'm going to say right now there are in fact 4 trainers on this route. I remember one being called Randall, I think it was. So that's basically what I have to keep track of in my head to make sure I did everything possible. Because Meltank is gaining a lot of experience pretty fast. It's not the fastest. Shelter shouldn't be able to do that much damage. If we have to, depending on what Stomp does, I'll just tackle it to death. Stomp. Never mind, we're switching out. I'm not dealing with this. It's a waste of PP. Smooch him. You can have fun. It probably actually has tackle now that I think of it. Tackle and Water Gun. Aurora Beam. That's fun. I don't think we've actually ever seen Aurora Beam. Aurora Beam is basically a shitty Ice Beam. Though, in my opinion, it looks and sounds way better than Ice Beam could ever be. Aurora Beam. That's just cool. And always it's a Rainbow Beam, and it just looks beautiful. And I wish it was more powerful than Ice Beam, because maybe I'd see it more. But the only time I see it is when I have a Suicune in... I don't even know. I don't think there's actually ever a time I see it that much. It's one of those like moves that's just really cool looking in the 3D type games. In Stadium 2, it's really cool. I think it's Coliseum or XD gets that really cool rainbow effect. I don't know. I can't remember. It's one of those 3D games though that I really like it. It's one of my favorite looking moves. Which none of the moves are really that great looking. Is that every trainer? No, I said 4. I'm already forgetting what I said, and that was maybe 3 minutes ago. Tentacool. So if you want to pick up a Tentacruel, this is a good time to do it because it's a 5% chance, I believe. Or 1%. Doesn't really matter. You could find it fully evolved, and it's not that hard. Really? You can't be a pal and not, like, do that. Do we have an item that allows us to heal this? I don't want to deal with it. Yay! Solutions! Glad I picked up all those berries. We already passed... Or that might be the last trainer on the route. I thought we would have to go farther down. But... Tentacruel, we are immediately going to switch to Gengar to deal with this. Because Smoochum is goddamn awful right now. It's actually making me mad. Also, I want to point out, I don't think I have a flyer available for when we get the Fly HM, which is in Olivine City. So I might have to go back and catch one. I'll probably cut away and catch a Spearow on Route 45. No, that's super far north. The one north of Route to Cherry Grove. I'm forgetting everything right now. Not in the proper mindset. That's why we play Pokemon, though, because it's not hard. Flinch. Damn. Meltank is so good. I love how it was so far beyond in levels, and then it just caught back up. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, we're still 10 levels out, I understand that, but it's just such a good Pokemon. And we see a Word Turtle, which is one of the best starter designs for second evolutions. Usually the second evolutions kind of suck. I don't know if it's me. I really hate Quilava. I like Cyndaquil over Quilava. Bayleaf is terrible in my opinion. It just looks bad. And then Charmeleon is I wish it kept the dark red, but it just looks like a angry Charmander. And then Croconaut's alright, I guess. It has a decent design, and then they get rid of it for Fear Alligator, which is mostly all blue. But that's fine. And then Ivysaur, I'm not a big fan of. It gets, it's not bad looking. I really like the way Venusaur looks sometimes. I meant to select down, but I did not, so we wasted some PP there. And there's Randall. I knew there was a Randall. That's the last trainer on this route, which is cool. What else? Yeah, but War Turtle is probably the best, design second evolution of the starters, to me anyway, for the first two starter trios. So I think that's gonna be it for this time. We're gonna defeat this Tentacruel. I'm gonna go back and heal, so you won't have to see that. And overall, we'll be heading to Route 41, finishing that up, and probably hitting Cianwood. Cianwood. I said Olivine earlier, I'm pretty sure. When I was talking about Fly. Yeah, it's Cianwood. I know it is. Okay. Lapse of judgment here. Not doing that well. Okay, Gengar, you got this. I believe. Thank you. Please kill the Tentacruel. Damn. Acid. This is going incredibly well. I love how Tentacruels, in the wild no less, can beat my whole team. It's just amazing. I swear, if you die to a goddamn Tentacruel, I will release you in the PC. I don't care how good you are. If you die to a Tentacruel in the wild, when you're resistant to its best attacking move, I will get rid of you. So we'll explore the rest of the sea and get to Cianwood next time. So till then.